back to Brian, they said they just need like one good snowfall.
Yeah.
So.
Man, ask and they shall receive.
Okay. There
you go.
More than they probably need, I'll tell you that, to get things going. Let's start off with our flood watch, and because we definitely have that to talk about. And then, of course, snow is of the essence as well. That starts Saturday and is ongoing all of next week. Consider that. And if you're in the viewing area, be on the lookout for changing weather conditions, especially we're talking about the foothills getting some of the lion's share of the rainfall. Actually, as of today, over a half an inch there already, whereas the valley, most areas less than a tenth of an inch, but I've been seeing some higher totals out for you folks in Lincoln and Roseville, getting a quarter of an inch or so there. And then, of course, winter storm watch in effect, mainly through next week, Tuesday on, when we expect two big storms to come through here and be more snowmakers. You heard earlier in the day people saying it feels a little mild outside. Yeah, because this is kind of a mild river of moist air coming through here. It comes from a warm source region, so it's kind of a warm atmospheric river coming through. And here comes the cold front part of it. But like I said, the air is still pretty mild. It's not the coldest air we've seen come through here at all. So the setup is this. You're seeing all of that roll on through for the overnight hours into Saturday. And then here comes the heavier stuff. So one system through, number two on the way for late Saturday into Sunday. And that carries its way through Monday. And that brings some heavier rain. That's why we're focusing on Sunday and Monday being first alert action days. You'll see this moisture plume right here. It's coming up from the south, but it's being pulled along, or pushed along, if you will, by a system down to the south as well. That's number three. That system rolls in, brings the moisture with it. That's for Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. And I'll tell you, that's your Christmas Eve system. But on the heels of that one, this one right there, that's another snowmaker for you. That's the Christmas Day system that's actually coming out of the Pacific Northwest. So one's coming from SoCal, essentially, as it develops. Another one is kind of offshore. That's the one that developed that's going to push through Sunday. But this one comes out of the Pacific Northwest and just hits ashore. And then, boy, does it really produce quite a bit of snowfall. And quite a bit it could be 2 to 4 feet. Above 6,000 feet, but we're expecting snow levels to get lower than that. So let's play it out on the weekend, see how it all works its way through. You notice temperatures are going to essentially stay on the mild side, but on track with normal for this time of year. That just gives you an idea of the source region that we're getting the moisture from. So that's why it's mostly rain at first. But then as we get later on the week, temperatures don't drop much locally, but in the upper elevations they will, especially when we start to see more snow come into the picture. So first alert action days, especially expecting wind on Wednesday and Thursday. We'll get wind with each system, but the heaviest stuff, the craziest stuff comes through Wednesday and Thursday. And I'll have that for you coming up as well at 5:30, just to give you an idea of what the winds could be like. That's coming up next. But in general, you're going to see stronger wind, and with the ground already wet, we could be toppling trees and even some power lines as well. It's not out of the question. Not only ponding of the roadways and flooded out intersections. Of course, the foothills is what we're watching closely, expecting quite a bit of rainfall there. And historically, you've seen some more than ponding of the roadways there with this kind of rainfall consistent over several days worth. And once again, the upper elevations get a good portion of that snow and plenty of it for your Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Boy, oh boy. Back to you guys.
All right. Brian, thank you. We'll come